All right, some things I went and found at Five Below. It's a place where everything you buy is $5. Some things are a little cheaper, but looks like that's kind of a chain that's been growing in big cities. But anyways, at Five Below, I found some things that were kind of fit the theme of the channel. First off, and got season passes to SeaWorld. So spend more time at that water park over there and stuff like that. And uh, I knew somebody who was trying to get these like fishing shirts. I never really got into these or knew about these. And this is something I found at Five Below for $5. I got this kind. It's just real thin. I think it's called like a technical fabric. I'm not too sure. It's polyester 95 and 5% spandex. I'm looking at the thing over there. But I really like this color because I was with somebody who was shopping for some, and I even asked one friend, I was like, you never seen them in like greens or like neutral colors, or like, so, and then I just happened to be a Five Below and I saw this, so I thought that was a real good buy. I took it to SeaWorld though. I found that it was a little lower neck, but not that bad. It wasn't really that bad, but I put a gator, and a lot of shirts had that problem with that. But I found it to be so thin that it was good, first off, for being cool, but it was like real, it was real thin to where it's like, it really like hugged your body, even though when it was big. So if you don't like that, then probably not go with this brand, but I don't know. It's probably the same material as all the other stuff, but I love the color. When it got in the water, it was even darker green. It looked awesome. I have a video, probably be posted by the time this video comes out. I don't know what channel it'll be on. Probably be on more my other one, Grub Territory, which looks at, family outings and stuff like that. But I found it in this good green color, and I also found it in blue. I think it was a decent buy. I wouldn't rush out to buy more, just like I said, because it was so thin. It felt a little too thin for me. Like it kind of ain't bulging in your chest. Really, it was all showing, and I gotta work on the muscles because that's what wasn't bulging. So right here too, got a dark blue one. So there's some good, neutral colors. And then when I was there, I noticed all these things, these lanyards. And now you probably think, oh, what's special about lanyard? I'm not a lanyard kind of person. I don't ever like lanyards. I rather clip it on me. I like those magnetic ID holders, to more like, kind of like the old detective movies where the cops would have their ID on them in the 80s or something. But this, it kind of has a tactical kind of vibe to it, I guess. It's also one of those breakaway ones, which is good if you work in an environment where, like, what happens is if you pull that, I'm one-handed right now, but if you pull this, it'll just snap off, and then you snap it back in. Okay, so if somebody grabs you by the lanyard, they can't choke you or anything like that, right? Or they can't control, you by the neck, which is good. I know, I've heard that, like, if you're like a special education teacher or something like that, where you're gonna get in a lot of tussles, and sometimes, if you know somebody who is, and sometimes they get into out of the blue attacks or something, which is not even anybody's fault, just but this is usually what you want to go with, so nobody can control you by the neck or choke you with it if they get it backwards, but I like how it's like a webbing type material, and so like I said, I'm not a lanyard person, but for this I would be, and it was only $4.50, so it wasn't even $5. I think that's a little pricey for a lanyard though, but it looks pretty sturdy and durable. And I got another one in black, which looked just as cool because it was got the same breakaway, got that webbing type ribbon, and $4.50 also. Then I found these little like zipper cases. I found that in my car. I would it's very useful to have a coin purse, or I don't know, I can think of another name probably. I mean, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it probably should be called something else. But to put coins in your car, like I only have 2 cup holders. I don't want to fill one up full of change, and I don't have a thing in the middle for change. So I've been keeping like a little pouch like this to put my change in when I go to the drive-thrus. Okay, but this could also be used for other things, put earbuds in and stuff like that. So it's a real, like, it's like a canvas material, almost like a wax canvas, but there's minus the wax. And it's got these neutral military type green colors, green, black. Okay, I also found these little slim wallets. You know, the ones you put your cards in. So you go exercising or something, you can put your credit card and your ID, and just like that. If you're a CHL holder too, you could, you know, you got 3 pockets right here: credit card, ID, CHL. You know, 1, 2, 3. The back has like a almost elastic webbing type material. Okay. Now this green one I found to be I thought like this faux leather up here looked a little too shiny, but when I took it outside the store and I started seeing it, because really my son picked this one, and then when I took it out, I was thinking like I should have gone back. But once I filled it with cards, it looked pretty good. I like the green color, but I got the black one, which is right here. Okay. So I might go back for another green one, but in the meantime, that's what I found. I also found a couple other things. Well, first of all, let's look at this one. A very small, slim bandage holder. Okay, some I found useful to have in a bag for travel at work. Okay, it's very thin. Okay, just needed bandages. Okay, right here, $10 there. Solar power banks. Okay, they have black, blue. I think there was a white one. I'm trying to remember. But my son got that one. I got this one. They had a few books. Okay. If you're a fan of my channel, you might expect stuff like that. Okay. This, you know, if I ever get around to something like that, I would like to one day. So $5 for these. And this was like gold, gilded or something. And good font, illustration, stuff like that. I've never read this one. Of course, it's a big one. It's popular with people. And they say it's good. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. Found some other things, but they're probably, you know, I mean, just like, they're not themed with the channel. But I thought these were pretty good. These lanyards, okay? These coin pouches, or whatever you call them. You can put earbuds, stuff like that into. And these slim case things. Because they had the black and the green. And it's like a military type green. I hope it's coming out on my video well. Yeah, because it's like an OD green. Okay, so yeah, it's a great find at Five Below. Oh, I forgot to mention the shirts. They were in 2X, so it was pretty good. They had some larger sizes.